What up, good people? Back with another reflection. Today's reflection is about understanding the difference between the spirit and the flesh. Now, when I think about the spirit and the flesh in our bodies, I think about like going to rent a car. You know, when you rent a car, they always ask you who's going to be the authorized driver. That's the person that's always going to be responsible for whatever's happening. Now, you're welcome to add an additional driver, but the authorized driver is the one that's going to always be the head. You know what I'm saying? The person that they're going to hold responsible. When I think about the spirit and the flesh, I think we need to start treating our spirit and our flesh in that same aspect. You know, the spirit needs to be the authorized driver. Of course, we can let the flesh, you know, we got to have the flesh to take us from place to place. And of course, this is the physical body, you know, that we use to walk around in. So we really want to be a steward of our flesh and make sure we're keeping our bodies and our health in good order. But at the same time, we want to make sure our spirit is eating the most. We want to make sure we feeding our spirit the best nutritious stuff, which is not just food when you're talking about feeding, but we got to feed the spirit with the word of God. We got to feed the spirit with a connection to God and the higher power. Because if you so focused on the flesh, then you can get caught up in trying to be more for the world. You know, you're not looking to be more for God and be a servant for God, which is what the word of God says. You know, you're looking to be more for the world. You want the world to admire you. You want the claps from the world. You know, that's why we got this craze with the BBLs. And now, even with some men, you know, we want to keep up with the women, so it's some men that's going to get BBLs for their private parts. You know, I think when we start focusing on those things, we become a lost society. You know, we become vain. Because if you look at those industries, they've become billion-dollar industries. You know, the hair industry, the BBL industry, the makeup industry, even the clothing industry that we try to use to try to make ourselves appear, you know, like we either got more money or like we having things in life. But we don't put that same focus on our flesh. On our spirit. And that's why you see so many people that look like they got it together, but inside they battling demons, because their spirit is cold. They cold individuals because they never put more stock into the spirit. They never focused on strengthening and edifying the spirit. And so we got to make sure the spirit is the authorized driver.